Welcome, and thanks for participating in Emergency Preparedness Plan training. Despite planning to avert all emergency scenarios, we must be prepared to act in the event that our planning fails. The Emergency Preparedness Plan is our resource in such cases. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the 9 emergency plans within the EPP document, share our expectations in learning and understanding the plans within, and demonstrate how to properly complete the EPP document. All workplace staff must have a say in the completion of the Emergency Preparedness Plan. Those who complete the plan must sign on page 2. All other site staff must review the completed plan and then sign the acknowledgement also on page 2. The Emergency Preparedness Plan is an extensive document that provides response procedures should the following emergencies occur: medical emergency, fire emergency, power line contact, trench rescue, confined space emergency, severe weather and natural disasters, chemical spill, fall arrest suspension, and violence or harassment. The emergency contact sheet is page 1 of the EPP. It is found on the front because it needs to be easily and quickly accessible in the event of an emergency. This sheet must be completed. All fields that come blank, especially the contact information for the emergency coordinators, must be filled in. And it must be posted to the safety board or kept in the project binder. Nearest hospital sheet is page 3. If you don't already have that information in there, note the name and location of the nearest hospital with an emergency department. Use your cell phone or navigation device to load driving directions to the hospital from the site. Save that route and share it with all site staff. Emergency devices and evacuation routes sheet on page 4 requires you to draw a site map. It must be completed and include communication method, search personnel by zone, emergency devices, search zones, evacuation routes, and muster point. Visibly post it to the project board or keep it in the project binder. It's your responsibility to ensure that you and your team can respond effectively to the different emergency scenarios that could occur. With each of the 9 emergency plans in this document, do the following. 1. Place a check mark at the top of each plan that applies. If the plan applies to all sites, that is already indicated. 2. Read each of the 9 plans. All include execution procedures and post-execution procedures. And 3. All the emergency plans within the EPP document provide space to add site-specific notes. The need for site-specific notes must be carefully considered. The EPP is extensive but still generic in its contents. A common example of a site-specific note is prescribing the need to send someone to the roadside to flag in emergency personnel because the site is not visible from the nearest road. Be sure to use these spaces to fill the gaps in the plan. In summary, the EPP is an important legally required document. It must be completed and reviewed by all staff prior to starting work activities. All staff must ensure they are comfortable with the contents of the plan, and it must be readily available and found in the workplace.